Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today's video talks about the YouTube in general makes you a good honest day wage. And this is in response to a video that Fist Pump put up on her channel. And honestly, it's a biased topic. You're not going to get no set yes or no set no because everybody's channel is in different standards. Not everybody has the same amount of view gains per day as somebody else, or sub games, per day as somebody else as well. So I'm going to just pretty much talking in detail in this commentary about there's so much of the difference and how it can be a yes and no, and how you shouldn't try to get upset at people that go say that yes or no on their channel standings when it comes to making money. So okay, making money on YouTube, we already know they give you these ads for other companies, and they basically put them on your YouTube channel, and for how many views you get for your video, since how many people look at those ads, they basically pay you, like I think in cents, I don't know, and they pay you basically from that. So coming from my channel standings, I would not say that I make money on YouTube, because one, I'm still trying to grow my view count as it is, and I don't really have a high subscriber count, and so I wouldn't really even be qualified to even making not even minimum wage on YouTube for video views, because my video views, sometimes I average about 30 views a day, and that's at least, and that's, I would say, that's no more. I want to try to estimate no more than 10 cents. So I wouldn't be actually trying to put my all into right now and really say that YouTube is a job for me, because one, my YouTube standing as is looking does not make me a lot of money for me to support myself in real life. It's not enough for me to actually go out and buy a car with, or buy any essentials that help me with my daily things. It's not enough. Now, looking from somebody like, let's say, Ray Williams Johnson or Epic Rap Battles History, I would say they are making, the minimum wage of YouTube standings, because one, they have a very high subscriber count, and not counting those that are not dead subs, but the people that are actually active and watch the views. And plus, they get in views overall for people those are not subscribed to their channel, people that just just log on YouTube and to see if they uploaded a new epic rap battle, they come in and just watch it and not be subscribed to them. And since for that, they get a high view count every day. Like for every day, on one day when they first release something, they get 300 views. From what I see, within over 15 minutes, they will probably have over 300 views, and by the time the day is over, they would at least hit about 15,000 views on their video. Not counting as the weeks go on, they hit about the 10,000, the 100,000. If you look at some epic rap battles, even their old videos when they used to upload it on Nice Peter's channel, those are in the millions, and they're still growing. So they're still making money off all those views that they earned back doing when they was releasing it on Nice Peter's channel. And with that, they are making, sort of a honest day wage on YouTube. It's enough, basically help contribute to them making the next epic rap battle. Now, they do sell like knickknacks and stuff for your phone, t-shirts and all that stuff, but I would say that's like more of a bonus, because most likely most of their earnings are really all their earnings are coming from their YouTube videos. That's why they put so much effort into making them as good as they are now than back then, because that's where I can promisely tell you that's where mostly their wages are coming from, is from them views that they get paid for. Now, looking at it from a game commentator's point of view, it's going to be a little bit difficult, because the way how I see, looking at ERBO, Ray Williams Johnson, they're not so much of game commentators. They're like entertainers. They thought up their own ideas, and and they roll with it, and people liked it, and they got a bunch of views. Coming from game commentators, I'm not trying to say we're entertainers, but we're sort of a little bit half and half when it comes to entertainers. But that's another video for another day. And what I'm trying to get at is, it's all depending on what generation of commentator you came in. And the two generations that I see as of right now is, you got the Call of Duty generation, and you have the very first commentator generation, back when YouTube was starting out, and people had the idea of uploading gameplay to YouTube to help other people get past certain parts from then and there. And we already know from back in those days, companies like Sony and Nintendo would hit, those commentators with copyright strikes saying, you can't use our content on your channel. You're basically trying to rip us off, until it went into a long, aging battle of the court system and other legal things, basically to come down and saying that commentators are not ripping off you guys' game. We're not saying that we're creating your games. We're just posting your gameplay to help other people out that may have trouble doing certain parts in the game, or to show other little goodies in it. And we're actually helping the popularity of the game grow more by showcasing it on our channel. And so since then, now Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft look at us commentators basically as helping promoting their product and with all that. And what I'm trying to get in is, if you were from that early type of generation coming on through and down, then you already have a good view fan base. You got a real good subscriber count, and people just always coming in and view your videos because they know you've been there since day one, and they knew that with that legal whole entire action going on, that wasn't going to stop you from posting whatever you like to post to them. There's a dude named Sarcophic. I'll post his channel in the details below. And when you go on his channel, look for, I don't know if he took it down or not, took it down yet or not, but the very first walkthrough he ever posted was Halo 3 ODST, and that was back in 2008. And that was still during the time when walkthroughs wasn't really so much common on YouTube. Everybody was doing it, but not really people was commentating into it. And by him, he was lucky enough by him coming into that day of age of commentating, that he was able to grow his channel, make it good, make it awesome, and then gain all his viewers and subscribers at the same time. And now coming into this day and age, he's making a pretty much decent wage on YouTube to help put towards him buying games. Now, yeah, he does have a job, but most of his stuff that goes on YouTube, that from his views and stuff, he does put towards buying games for his channel. Now, looking at this generation, the Call of Duty generation, if you're a commentator coming into this generation, it's going to be very hard to get into that. And why I call this a Call of Duty generation, because that's what it seems like. I'm not trying to say all commentators, but the majority of commentators that come out today is only type of gameplay they post is Call of Duty gameplay. And everybody's trying to be a commentator. A 12-year-old is trying to be a commentator. A 72-year-old is trying to be a commentator. Everybody's trying to be a commentator. Everybody's trying to get into a spotlight. And that's what makes it hard for most commentators in general when they're trying to make this into a job, because you got about another 15 other million people out there that's thinking of the same idea, thinking I just make this commentary, put some Call of Duty onto it because everybody watches Call of Duty gameplay, I'm about to blow up overnight. And that's not so much the case, and that's why I have YouTube over these years has became saturated with Call of Duty gameplay and Call of Duty commentators, because everybody think that's going to get them a bunch of views, and that has been proven from what I've seen so far from early on when I started posting Gears gameplay. People love to see more Call of Duty on other people's channels than any other variety of games, and that's why I'm so happy about today's commentators that are trying to push away less from Call of Duty gameplay, because it's getting old, same old thing of them going about 54-0 or 50 and 23 on their matches and stuff, and talking about stuff. They want to have more variety, be more different from everybody else. And then that constant place of you trying to say, well, I'm trying to have this as a real job, because you got 7 other different people doing the same thing. And reason why I say no, because from where my channel is standing, it's not like a epic rap battle of history's channel, or it's not like a Ray Williams Johnson's channel, or a Epic Mealtime channel. I don't really have that many viewers per day coming in and looking at my content. Now I'm trying to grow my channel to the point where it is something like that. I get probably about 300 views a day for every video that I upload. And that can probably help me make a little bit of money, but it's not gonna help make me a lot. But that's something I'm trying to work towards. Is it really so much of a top priority type goal? No, but it's really so much for me as a goal on the side that's something that I want to work towards. And that's what most commentators out here working towards. It's not so much of them trying to make their channel popular right off the bat, but they're gradually, slowly doing it. And then it shows in the views and how many subscribers they get over time, to the point where they are making a good day's wage on their YouTube channel. Now that's why I so much say this is a biased opinion, because some people, some commentators out there that have gotten lucky even in the Call of Duty generation, they saying, yeah, I'm making a good amount of money, doing YouTube channels, but they're not making like oodles and noodles of money, to make them a millionaire. That's pretty much generally impossible, sort of talking from anybody, because even with epic rap battles, they're not making like $1 million off of views. I would say they probably making well over $100, well over $100 a year from all their views that they get off their videos from that they posted that year and the years before. They make that much in wages, but it's not really so much of enough for them to become millionaires and not have to do nothing anymore. No, they still have to do outside stuff in order to bring money in. Like they sell phone cases for your iPhone, they make shirts. Well, it's custom t-shirts now they can say you can put whatever you want on it with the ERB stuff logo on it, whatever quote and stuff you want to say on it. But they still earn money that way, and probably whatever else they do probably in their hometown to earn money. So it all depends on you in your YouTube standing as of where it is now. Not everybody can say, yeah, I'm making a lot of money on YouTube, but some people can say, yeah, I am making a good fair amount on YouTube. So that's my opinion about how I feel about making money on YouTube. It's not really so much of a yes or no question. It really just depends on where you stand. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, quick side note, a very special video is going to be coming out very soon, and I know you guys are going to love it. So see you then.